Witam Państwa bardzo serdecznie. Naszym gościem jest wybitny śpiewak operowy, słynny tenor liryczny José Carreras. Good evening, maestro.
Good evening.
You have been to Poland more than once. What attracts you and other artists visit our country?
Poland is a country with a lot of musical tradition. People has a good knowledge of opera as well in your country. And for any artist, it's a pleasure to come here and to perform for your audiences. And that's why I had the possibility to come a few times, and always has been a pleasure.
Almost 30 years ago, you performed in Zabrze. At that time, you also met Zbigniew Religa, an excellent cardiac surgeon,
Yes.
who left a huge legacy. Do you remember that meeting?
Well, I remember what I know and what I can say. Today I have been 1 hour ago to pay tribute with this wonderful monument they put together for him. Paying tribute to this great scientist. He's a man that his contribution for science has been wonderful, and also he dedicated time to the patients and trying to help everyone. He has been, I think that he has been a great scientist and physician.
We are meeting at a special moment for Zabrze, the city century birthday. The people of Zabrze have been waiting impatiently for this concert. In what repertoire will we hear you?
Well, it's a special, it's a joyful kind of concert. So I will perform with some colleagues, 2 or 3 of them, some soprano, some tenor. So it's going to be a fest, no? And therefore a repertoire that we hope is the one that like the audience. But I'm sure this repertoire people will enjoy.
This will be your first time performing with the Zabrze Philharmonic Orchestra. What emotion are accompanying you before this concert?
Well, every time you encounter another orchestra, another play, is a challenge somehow, no? But tomorrow I will have the possibility to rehearse with my colleagues and the conductor, Maestro Jimenez, and the orchestra, as you say. So tomorrow I will have a better picture of everything.
During the concert you will also perform duets with invited artists, Katarzyna Stankiewicz, Katarzyna Moś or Urana. Is this more difficult than singing solo?
No, depends. Everything is difficult. But when you have colleagues, a certain quality, and they are supportive to you, and you try to be supportive for them, I think to sing solo is wonderful. Depends on the piece, of course. But to sing duets, this is why composers wrote so many wonderful duets for singers, as you know very well.
Staś Napierała, a young Zabrze man who is just beginning his solo career, will serenely remember his performance with the maestro for the rest of his life. What advice do you have for young musicians who are beginning their adventure with singing?
Well, I think that for young singers, new generation of singers, there is something fundamental, in my opinion. Doesn't matter what kind of wonderful talent, wonderful voice. The important thing, in my humble opinion, is that anyone needs discipline. And for young singers, because at the beginning everything seems to be easier. But then with the years you understand that if there is no discipline, things are not going the right way.
Discipline and talent.
Altogether, yes, of course.
And have you had the opportunity to visit Zabrze at least a little and learn about the history of this post-industrial city? Do you hear about history of Zabrze?
No,
No.
honestly not, and I regret, but I hope that some people can help me on that.
Maestro, I wish the concert in Zabrze was from the heart, as we are in the city where cardiac surgery plays a very important role.
Well, for me it's a pleasure to be back and for such occasion, and I love people in Poland.
Thank you very much, Maestro, for the interview.
My pleasure, you can be sure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.